Welcome back to the Aldo Sweet Road to the Show here on MLB 16 The Show. This is going to be episode 4 of the series. As last episode, we made our AAA debut, and now we are continuing our time on AAA. And as you can see on the screen right in front of you, we're changing our batting stance. Last time we were using, I believe it was Joey Turtislavich, something like that. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but now we are using Oswaldo Arcia. I believe his swing. I used it a bit last year when I would mess around with Road to the Show and stuff, and I think his swing is just really smooth, and I like the way just a little bit of movement, actually relaxed at the plate. And really this game with Road to the Show, the huge part, or at least for me, is just using a whole bunch of different stances, because I got bored of them pretty quickly, so I pretty much switch them around pretty often. So here in the first game, you'll see the early on theme of this episode is that we are struggling. 0 for 4 on that day. I only should have won at bat from it. And I don't think I had any fielding opportunities in that episode. And we struck out in that one. So here we are in the field. Sweet backhands that one. Fires across the infield, retires the runner. Holds the runner at second as well. Gets a great reaction all around, great play. So here he's 0 for 3 on the day. Coming up for the 4th time in the game in the bottom half of the 8th. Down 6-0. Here comes the pitch, and we're putting on the showtime. Seeing if we can do something with that, and Sweet takes it over the second baseman's head into right center field. That's going to be a single for Sweet, as he didn't really have any power or contact to really do much with those showtime pitches yet. So, don't expect home runs off those showtime things. So he gets a hit in that game. Here we are on the bottom half of the first on the road here, charging this ground ball. Sweet fires from the run. And he gets the runner at first, retires him for the final out of the inning. Later on in the bottom of the 4th, Sweet at shortstop yet again. Gets this one in the gap, jump throw to first, but he doesn't have the arm to get that quite yet. Maybe eventually, but right now his arm is not strong enough to fire that over there and get the runner. So bottom half of the 5th now. Ground ball to Sweet. Throws to second, and they just barely get him at first. I thought that was going to be safe at first, but somehow they get him. 6-4-3 double play. Now he's 0 for 2 in the day here in the top half of the 7th. Comes up for the 3rd time in the game. 0-0 count, 1 out, nobody on. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be taken to deep center field. It's back at the track. The center fielder is at the wall as he slams into it as he catches it. Sweet just needed a bit more power to take that out of the ballpark, dead center. Here goes down to one knee. Fires across the infield, gets the runner. And goes 0 for 4 on the day yet again. This time we drop again to the Gwinnett Braves, 7-3. And here we are editing a bit of some attributes, putting some into speed, because I feel like speed is definitely something we need to upgrade for Aldo, especially since that's pretty much his only offensive and defensive, it's not his only defensive good thing, but his offensive good thing is definitely going to have to be speed. So here he's hitting 217 as we're hopping in here. Top half of the 2nd inning, full count, nobody on, 1 out, and that's a ground ball to the first baseman. He steps in the bag, nothing going for Aldo Sweet in that at bat. So later on in the game, bottom half of the 8th, runner on first, 1 out, flip to Sweet. He's firing to first, 4-6-3 double play. Sweet turns it beautifully, and at the end of that game, 0 for 4 on the day, yet again another 0 for, but we do win the game by a score of 3-1 over the Gwinnett Braves. And we're putting some more into some points here, some plate discipline, hoping that will help out with our plate struggles. And now, hitting 200 in AAA, just slowly digressing here in AAA with the Columbus Clippers. Runner on third, 2 outs, here comes the pitch, and that's going to be taken over the head of the left fielder. Sweet's going to round first base, head into second, ball comes into the cutoff man. Sweet slides and gets in there before the throw. Definitely going to need to upgrade that speed, because he still barely got there on a hard-hit line drive in the left field line. But it does pick an RBI on there, so here, 4-6-3 double play. Tailor-made beautiful turn there. Now later on, top half of the 5th, or bottom half of the 5th, ground ball, another one, 6-4-3 double play. Just turning double plays like they're nothing here. Tailor-made after tailor-made. 1 for 4 on the day in this one with a double and an RBI. We lose, though. 2-1 is the only run that was driven in was Aldo's double. So here, next game against the Charlotte Knights now, the White Sox AAA affiliate. In the top half of the 2nd, runner on first, nobody out. Sweet takes this one to deep left center field. It's going to land in between the fielders. Sweet's going to hold up at second base, and the runner did not know if it was going to be a out or not, so he kind of held up, and he's only able to get over the third. So now later on, it's 4-0. Charlotte in the lead. Sweet charges this one, whips that across the infield, and retires the runner. Now back up at the plate, 1 for 2 on the day with a double back in the second. We're here in the top half of the sixth now. Down 4-0, runner on first. 2-1 count is taken to right field. That's back. I'm Chris Berman for some reason. And that's going to be foul. They did a weird animation where they're like, I don't know about that. I'm going to have to review it. And even though it was pretty obvious it was foul. So we come back up here as nothing happens in that previous at-bat. Do the Showtime hitting. And we take that one past the second baseman. He doesn't even dive for it. That's going to be a single for Aldo. Sweet does the interesting animation where he just steps in the bag and doesn't round it to decide if he wants to go for 2 or not, like, well, you're supposed to do, and he did not do that because it's a weird animation. So 2 for 4 here on the day. Runner on first and second. 1 out, 1-1 count here in the top half of the ninth, down by 2. As Sweet takes this one into left field using all fields. Runner is going to round second, head home, and he's in there safe. RBI for Aldo Sweet, his 4th RBI in AAA. He's been struggling, and that's only his 4th RBI. But he doesn't get a 3-hit game on the day, 3 for 5 with a double and RBI. But we do drop this one to the Charlotte Knights by a score of 4-3. Here we're putting some things in speed, some into deciding what else to put it on. Looks like we're going to go with reaction and speed. And now we're in the next game here. Bottom half of the second, we're at shortstop. Sweet charges, fields, fires, and he retires the runner at first base. Great reaction and all around good play there by Sweet. So back at shortstop here in the bottom half of the third. This one comes right to us. Sweet fields and throws as he retires the runner yet again. Now in the bottom half of the third, ground ball to Sweet, backhands it, fires across the infield. Nice scoop there by the first baseman as we retire yet another runner in the field. So now over 2 in the day, fly out and a ground out in previous at bats. Top half of the sixth, nobody on, no outs, 1-0 counts. As Sweet grounds out to the second baseman there, but he does get solid contact, so the 11 points of the solid contact. But once again, they hit this game there for Aldo Sweet, over 4 in the day. We lose the game as well, 6-3 to the Charlotte Knights. And now we're going to put some more attributes on, putting some into power, looks like. And then stealing? Yeah, power and stealing is what we're going to go with this time. So now we hop into another game, this time against the Toledo Mud Hens, and they're at home in their 2002 jerseys. So runner on first, nobody out, 0-1 count here in the sixth. Sweet's going to take this one opposite way into the shortstop third base gap, or hole, as that's going to be a single for Aldo Sweet. And now later on in the game comes up yet again, nobody on, nobody out. In the top half of the eighth, he's already got a hit on the day, looking for a multi-hit game here. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be taken down the left field line, just past the glove of the third baseman, as that's going to be a single for Aldo. He's got a multi-hit game there, as he goes 2 for 5 in the day. Both singles, and the Clippers beat the Mud Hens by a score of 4-2. Hop into another game against the Toledo Mud Hens. It's all tied up at 1 here in the top half of the fourth. 1 on, nobody out, 2-2 count. The pitch to Sweet. Ooh, looks like it brushed him back, so now he's going to do something big here with the pink bat. Full count. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be ripped into deep center field. That's back to the track. It's at the wall, and it's off the track right in front of the wall. And that's going to hop up over the wall for a ground rule double. And now later on in the game, it's the top half of the seventh. Aldo's 1 for 3 in the day. This is his 4th plate appearance. Up 6-2 in the game. That ball's going to hit him right on the shin. Good thing he's wearing a shin guard. A diamond shin guard, to be exact. So 2 runs on that game. A double. 1 for 4 on the day. Clippers beat the Mud Hens by a score of 10-2. So now upgrading some more attributes here. We have 116 points to spend. Looks like we're going into some power here. What are we going to decide? To go with the power? Looks like we're deciding on the power versus righties, putting some into speed. No, maybe reaction. Looks like we're deciding what we want to do here. And we're going to go with some durability. So power and durability. And that's going to wrap things up here for this episode 4 of the Aldo Sweet Road to the Show. I've been your host, Jersey Born, and I'm saying goodbye.